Hi everyone, it's Michelle. Welcome back. So today I thought I would do my empties for you. I try to do this about the middle of every month. I think I missed last month. I actually filmed that video. I don't think I ever put it up though. I don't know what happened to it. So let's jump in with my empties for this month. A lot of them you have seen before. A few new things. I've got some skincare, a little bit of hair care, and some makeup items. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to talk about is a sunscreen that I wear a lot. I wear this every day when I go running and that kind of thing, and it is the Neutrogena Healthy Defense Daily Moisturizer Broad Spectrum 50, and it's the one that says Helioplex on here. I'm not sure with the lighting if you're going to be able to see that, but it says it's the Helioplex complex. This, like I said, it's a broad spectrum SPF 50, and this wears okay under makeup. I can wear this under makeup, but this is the sunscreen I put on when I'm going running every day. I slather it all over my face, neck, chest, to just sort of protect everything from the sun when I'm out running. So I go through a lot of this, and I'm not sure I've ever talked about it, but I really do like this. You can get this at Walgreens. It's very affordable, and it does not break me out. I think this is a combination of chemical and physical, but it does not cause me any issues with breakout. It does smell like sunscreen, but for running, that's totally fine with me. I really like this product. I also went through another container of the Alpha Hydrox Enhanced Lotion 10% Glycolic Anti-Wrinkle. This I actually don't use on my face. I have talked about it before. I use this on my upper arms to control my KP. And I love this stuff. They seem to have stopped carrying it at my Ulta, so I have to get it at Walgreens now, but this really does control my KP on my arms, and it's one of the only things that does. I've tried really expensive things. This just works, and this is a 10% glycolic. You could use this on your face as an anti-wrinkle. I've never actually tried it, but it does a great job of, you know, keeping my arms smooth and KP free. So I really enjoy this product. I already have another one. Won't be without it. I also used up, and I haven't had this for a while, but I was able to acquire a couple of them. This is my favorite by far nighttime moisturizer, and it is the Lift and Perfect Total Rejuvenation Cream. I love this stuff. It is quite expensive. It is, it's like a 5-in-1. It's more than just a moisturizer. It has all kinds of things in it to increase collagen and elastin production, reduce blemishes, minimize the appearance of pores, infuses moisture into the skin. This is an awesome product. I used to use this when I worked for Neiman Marcus. I love it. It is expensive. I do still love to use it, so when I can afford to get it, I do still. And I will say, LiftLab went through a sort of change in their packaging and that kind of thing, and this does still look the same, but they went through a price reduction as well. So where this used to cost $250, which is crazy money, it now costs $185, which is still a lot, and I can't afford to always use it, but I do like to alternate between this and something else now, because I do think that this makes a huge difference in my skin when I use it versus when I don't. So I love this stuff. Love it. And it's, you know, comes in a pump. It's 1.7 fluid ounces. It lasts me quite a while because I only use it at night. I love it. I love it. I can't always afford to have it, but when I can, I love it. Let's talk about my favorite daytime moisturizer. I've talked about this over and over again as well. This is the Benigma all-in-one face cream. I love to use this during the day because it makes my skin look so smooth. It wears so beautifully under makeup. My skin just looks perfected when I use this. It's great for no makeup days as well, because there's some silicone in this, so it does give that really smooth look to your skin. It's extremely hydrating. It has Manuka honey in it, shea butter. It has bee venom in it, so if you're allergic to bees, you can't use this, but I love this. It's extremely hydrating. My makeup looks beautiful over it. And whenever I don't use this during the day under my makeup, I always regret it. So I will always have this. I do, if you're interested in purchasing it, I do have a link below for 25% off. No pressure, but I'm just saying this stuff I love. I continue to use it. They sent me my first bottle, jar, whatever, but I continue to purchase it because I think it makes my skin look beautiful. Okay, let's move on to hair. I have one hair care item I want to talk about. And this, I love this product. It's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 Styling Treatment. This is a 100-point perk from Ulta or from Sephora, and whenever they have them as 100-point perks, I get as many of them as I can. I really do enjoy this. Here is the thing. I have a hard time recommending it because there is a very fine line between not enough product to do what it needs to do and too much product that your hair looks dirty. So now that I know how much to use, I love this. But if you have struggled with it, I think that that's the reason a lot of people struggle with it, because there is a very fine line between not enough and too much. So if you can figure out what that amount is for your hair, then this is a great product. It keeps my style all day. I don't get frizzies. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell great, in my opinion. It's just sort of a, I don't know, it's a little bit of a botanical scent maybe, but not like, oh, that smells so spa-ish. I don't care for the scent, but I love how my hair performs with this. But if you've tried this and didn't like it, you might want to try it again and play around with the amount of product you're using, because for me, it's far less of this product than most products that I use. I need far less of it. So, a little tip for you. Let's move into makeup. I have a few makeup items. I went through another one of my favorite brow pencils, and that is the Urban Decay Brow Beater Micro Fine Brow Pencil and Brush. I love these. This just works really well. I talked about before, one of the things that happens if you wear a full bang is your hair will rub off your eyebrows a lot. And with this one, it doesn't seem to happen for me. So I love that. I wear neutral brown. It comes in a lot of good colors. It comes in like a warm brown, neutral brown, taupe, and some darker colors and stuff. I really, this is the one that stays on the best for me, and it's easy to use. So I really like it. It has a spoolie on one end, just like they all do. And it's just, you know, it's kind of one of those tiny, tiny little pencils, which I need because I have to draw in hairs because my brows are so thin. Love. Already have another one. I also went through, this has become, again, my favorite eyeliner to use in the waterline or in my tight line. I use this every day in my tight line, and it is the Chanel waterproof Stilos. These are the twist up Stilos. I love these. They are a little bit waxy, so you got to give them a little, you know, you got to warm them up on your hand and give it a little push to get it started. But they don't, for me, they don't transfer. They're there at the end of the day. It's easy to use. I can count on it. My favorite color is, I like the really, really black one for my waterline, which is number 88. I think is the name on here? Noir Intense. And I like the fact that it's a twist up, but if I want a sharper point, it has, this is one of those with the little sharpener in the end so you can make it sharper if you are trying to be a little bit more precise. I have already repurchased that. My favorite mascara, I used one up. It is the MAC Upward Lash Mascara. This is by far my favorite mascara. I've talked about this before as well. It has a tiny little brush, which has a little bit of a learning curve. I will say that. In the beginning, I spent a lot of time trying to figure it out. But once you figure it out, I think it gives me great voluminous lashes, a little bit of extra length, and it does help keep my lashes lifted a little bit. Nothing works all that great for me to keep them lifted, but I seem to always go back to this mascara. Love it. And it's really, really black too. Again, it's called Upward Lash, and my color is Upward Black. I think it only comes in one color. Love this stuff. And I love how it looks like a lipstick, but it's just taller. This is not gone, but I have to throw it away. And this is the Sephora. I bought this, I swear it's only been a couple months. This is the Sephora Shadow Liner Pencil, and I bought it in the matte color. Is there a color on here? Secret Boudoir. And in the beginning, I think I talked about this as a favorite. I loved it. But I use it as an eye base. It is so dried out already. And I've sharpened and sharpened and sharpened it. It's already loose in the, it's already loose in there. It's so dry. It's pulled away from the sides. I've only had this a couple months. There is no reason it should be like this. So I'm very disappointed in this, and it's got to go because it looks terrible on. It looks all dry and ick. I tried to sharpen down as much as I could and like really try to warm it up on my hand to sort of bring it back to life. It's not coming back to life. So I'm very disappointed in that. And I think I bought a couple other Sephora pencils like that in, not the matte ones, that don't seem to be doing the same thing. So I don't know if that's an issue with the matte versions of this pencil or if it's an issue with all of them, but I'm very disappointed. I was hoping this was a, sort of more affordable option to some of the Laura Mercier caviar sticks and that kind of thing. Disappointed. Lastly, I went through another bottle of my signature fragrance. This is a Guerlain fragrance from the Elixir Charnel line, and this is Gourmand Coquin. I've talked about this fragrance before. This is my signature scent. This is the second of these bottles, oh my gosh, that I've gone through. And yes, I already have a third bottle because this is my signature scent. I love this. I do wear other fragrance, but this is my go-to. This is sort of my everyday, when people smell me, this is the scent they think of. And I love this. I have talked about this fragrance a few times. I love it. It's a very soft, sweet fragrance. Not young girl sort of sweet, but it is a boozy fragrance as well. It has rum, it has dark chocolate in it, it has white pepper in it, and there's a rose scent in there that most of the time I get none of the floral note, but on super hot days when I wear it, I'll get a little hint of the floral. But for me, it's more of a sweet, boozy fragrance. I love it. I mean, what's not to love about dark chocolate and rum and white pepper? It's a very wearable fragrance, and I like that it's different. Like you do not smell this fragrance on anybody. I never smell anybody. I've never met, I shouldn't say that. I only know one other person who wears this fragrance, and she works for Guerlain. So most of the time you cannot find these fragrances in the stores to smell, which may be the reason, unless you go to a Guerlain store. Like if you're in France and you go to the Guerlain store, or if you're in Disney World, there's one, then you can smell it, but they don't sell them in the stores. You can buy them online, like Neiman Marcus online or Nordstrom online will sell it, but I can't get enough of this. This is by far probably my favorite fragrance by far throughout my life. This is the one that I love and will always go back to, so thought I would share that as well. So that is it for my empties for this month. Hopefully you guys found this helpful. Let us know in the comments what you finished up and whether you would repurchase it or not. I love to read what other people love enough to finish and what they just have had it with and aren't going to use up. That is it for today. I hope everybody has a fantastic day, and I will talk to you all again soon.